rate my job?
A solid 9. I think there were some moments where I was a little bit like, you know, but like, actually maybe, hold on, 9.5, I felt like it was pretty solid. The parts where I sort of went were like very few and far between.
Which ones were they? Was it like
the first time was when you first did like overtook, because we kind of went like that, like way out of the lane. It was so rough, and I just went.
Oh, when we were swerving out to get out.
Yeah.
That was quite fun, I thought that.
It was fun, but it shocked me.
It would, yeah, I can imagine as a passenger that would be quite shocking.
This is actually the first time I've used a tripod on a train, but that's because I don't feel awkward getting a table because I'm joined by Dorothy again. Hello.
Are you waiting for me to say something?
I don't know, you can say hi.
Hi.
As I had mentioned previously, we're spending 3 days in London. I am seeing Back to the Future. No, I'm seeing Book of Mormon today. Pretty obvious by my t-shirt today. We're both going to Back to the Future tomorrow on Thursday, and then we're also going to Operation MIncemeat in the evening. So it's going to be a fun time. I love using this tripod on the train. I might do this more often. But yeah, so very, very exciting, and I'm also very, very happy that there's no tube strikes anymore. Yay! We have finally made it to London Waterloo. I've got a suitcase this time, that's really exciting. I've never been like a tourist, like properly. We got baggage storage though, because this, not carrying that around all day. And we're very excited, aren't we?
Yes.
Yes. After we had hopped on the tube to store our bags at a local Premier Inn, we didn't really know where we wanted to go, but we were both really, really hungry. So we decided that we would hit up a wasabi. We didn't know which one to go to, so we went back to the one in South Kensington that we went to last time. I ended up getting chicken gyoza, and I got it heated up because, like, obviously, and it was the last one, and I got a salmon and avocado dragon roll. So as I said in that little voiceover, that we dropped our bags off at a Premier Inn. So yeah, we were really hungry, so we went to wasabi. I've got about maybe like half an hour, 45 minutes till I want to be in Mormon. I have no idea what Dorothy's going to do, and I don't think she knows either. No? Nope. Well, you'll have an adventure. And I will be having an adventure as well, all the way to Uganda. These chopsticks, but I put the napkin like on the end, and it is kind of working for me. Like, look at that! I'm absolute genius. I mean, I saw it on TikTok, but like still, it works. Okay, so I've left Dorothy now, and now it is time for Book of Mormon. I will finally have sat in every single section after today, so that is incredible and a great accomplishment for myself. So yeah, let's go. I'm in the theatre, I found seclusion. Now I'm going to get another plush frog to go with my current one because he needs a friend and I feel like getting another frog. I'm gonna do it. Oh god, it feels like I'm home. It's a nice feeling. So, you know, I got alcohol, obviously. I didn't do it on my birthday. I got a single because when you're on antidepressants, it just acts way too fast and I get wasted. But being a little bit tipsy for this show helps, to be honest. Okay, so it's interval time and I did end up getting another frog. Now, I have 2 of them, now they can be friends. I don't know what to name that one though. The other one's called Frankini, I think it was. So yeah, I'm gonna figure out a name for him or her, I don't know. I have finally sat in every section of this theatre. Main Lodge 3, I think it is. Yes, it is. It is 3, seat 2. So yeah, it's all going good so far. I love it. We've got Ben Price on again, which is amazing because he does such a good job of being a whiny little bitch. So yeah, it's going amazingly. I love it. Here's a better look at the lodge seat that I have. Out of all the lodges, I actually prefer the lower down ones. They're a lot less restricted than, say, 2 and 4. Fell up with Dorothy outside stage door again.
I can't stick my tongue. I look like a weirdo. It doesn't work. Okay, like it just looks weird.
Mine looks alright. Anyway, I'm tipsy. She's tired. So we're gonna make a really, really great duo for the rest of the day.
That was my quote. You stole my own. You stole my. I said that first.
You did say it first. I just used it verbatim in my video.
Your phone is making me awful. Okay,
is this? Okay.
I don't like picking up clothes and then putting them straight.
Grow up. Sorry. We found the Garrick Theatre and I am in mourning for Bonnie and Clyde. I want it to come back. I'm trying to sober up by having pizza. We got to Pizza Express, they had a table for two, works out. I'm hoping that the halloumi bites that I got will sober me up because they make me so happy. I feel absolutely not terrible. I'm getting there. But we've got about 2 hours till we have to pick up our bags, so we're just vibing in a Pizza Express. I've got a garlic prawn pizza. Dorothy's got a vegan pizza and halloumi bites. Appetizer to drink because I do not want any more alcohol today. We got our pizzas. Time to sober up. Well, me, not Dorothy. Dorothy's been good. Never. That's not staying in. Struggling to come up with a name, but Dorothy came up with a name for the frog.
I mean,
Froggus.
it was just from the heart.
It was meant to be
featured in this video, and to get the chance to have my name on a piece of history.
Exactly. You should be very, very proud of yourself. So now I have Froggus and Frankini. What a pair. Good morning from London. It's about 10:30 in the morning. We got up about an hour ago, which I'm pretty proud of us for.
Yeah, I'm hungover, so you're gonna have fun. I don't even act
Wonderful.
any different. Anyway, I normally act like I am.
We're very excited for the show today. Well, 2 shows today. Operation Mincemeat and Back to the Future. Now I
Chronologically,
want
they're
to...
the other way around, so why would you say it that way?
Yes, okay, fine. We're going to Back to the Future first at 2:30pm and then Operation Mincemeat, which starts at 8pm.
And the Operating Theatre Museum, which is finally reopened.
Yes,
I'm
I'm
waiting 8 months to go.
Yes, I'm really excited about that. I only just found out about it, but it sounds so cool. Right now though, I want to get some food in me. We explored East Dulwich for a bit, and we each got, what are they called, donut peaches? Is that what it is?
It's not what they call them in the fancy greengrocers, but it's what I call them.
Okay, it's what Dorothy calls them. So we got some peaches, nice little bits of fruit, and then Dorothy spotted this vegan vegetarian bakery, and it's so cool in here. The vibe is immaculate. I saw it across the street as well, and I just thought, oh my god, I want to try that. So we had same brainwaves there. I have a cinnamon bun and a chai latte, iced. Dorothy's got an iced vanilla chai latte. And she is eating a peach Danish. Quite yummy. Gonna chill here and then operating theatre. Yeah? Yes, operating theatre. Really excited. That's such a cool concept. Oh my god. Okay, we were just having a discussion about the chai lattes here. Smoothest, nicest chai that I have ever had in my entire life. And you were in agreement. They do chai really well.
They do, yes.
They do. It's very nice. We're very happy. Okay, so I don't know if filming in the bathroom is really weird and bizarre, but you saw how well this place is decorated on the outside, the neon signs, the butterflies on the walls, it looks so cool. I go into this bathroom and look at this. They've just got this gorgeous pot of flowers in the corner, and it's a really nice mirror. This is a good bathroom. Wow, this place is clean, it is pretty, it is just a vibe in here. Anyway, we're gonna head on the train now to go to the operating theatre, which again is just so cool. And I'll give you the review of the donut peach that I got from the greengrocers. Peach time. Dorothy's starting it. I'm about to take a bite of mine. Very, very nice fresh peaches. Very juicy. And I know why Dorothy calls them donut peaches, because look at that. What did you say they were called again in the greengrocers? Flat peaches.
Not as fun.
No, not as fun. I felt like we should change the sign to donut peaches. So, We just got out of the operating theatre. Hold on, the sign's right there. Did you have a fun time?
Yes, I did.
Yes, we both had a really fun time. It was so cool in there to see everything. Got some very silly pictures as well.
I missed my calling from genuinely actually quite upset. I think it's quite upset.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
We
everything
both
in there.
pretended to be dead, but I look more like a corpse because I mean.
Yeah. I look more like I was just being silly and goofy. Which I feel like just sums up both of us quite perfectly, to be honest. In a way. Not in a rude way, but like, it... You're quite hungover. Corpse. Anyway, now it's time to go back to the future.
That was nice to do.
Yeah, it was. That was, yeah. We have made it into the Adelphi Theatre. I can't believe that I've been here twice before and never ever noticed that they have a slushie machine. Are you kidding me? Anyway, the flavours are really cool. Like they've got like different names to it that relate to the show. So at the bottom it's gigawatts, I think it was. The middle red one is the pinhead and the top one is plutonium. So that's really awesome and a nice touch. We're in the upper circle, F10 and 9. Are you having a good time already?
Serena found the slushie machine.
Yes, it's very obvious, which is why I'm so disappointed in myself for not seeing it before. But I'm pretty sure like the actual flavours is lemon and lime at the top, the green one, strawberry for the middle one, and blue raspberry for the bottom. So it's a good mix of flavours. This is just a better sweep of the view that we had from F10 and 9. The last time I was in the upper circle, I was a bit further away, so this seat was really, really good for being in the upper circle. After finishing up at the Adelphi, we went to this really authentic Indian place called Cricket in Soho. Had a taste of bel puri, samphire pakoras. We also had garlic and coriander bread, and also, to top it all off, Carolyn fried chicken, which was the best fried chicken I had ever had. Finished up at Cricket, but we don't have that long till we have to be at the Fortune Theatre to see Operation MIncemeat, so we're just like really quickly scrunning our ice cream. See you at the theatre. And we made it to the Fortune Theatre where we met Dorothy's friend. We were sat in the stalls. I believe I was in E9 and this was my view. It was a very, very small, cozy little theatre. Like the bar was literally through that hallway. It was amazing. It was amazingly cozy and really nice atmosphere.
Good morning for our final day in London. Operation Mincemeat last night was amazing, but I'll talk more about it when I get home. My voice is like dead from all the cheering for everything because everything was just so amazing, but yeah, we've had a really fun time. I'm just so tired. Don't know if you noticed, but I've also got my Back to the Future get up on today because it's a very cool shirt and I love it.
So that morning, Dorothy's friend was very kind and took us all out to brunch. I had some pancakes with maple syrup, berries, and banana, which were like the fluffiest pancakes I'd ever had. Freshest fruit as well. Anyway, then we hopped on the train to head back to the Premier Inn to drop our bags off for the day. Because obviously we don't want to carry them around everywhere. And then we decided for the few hours left that we had till our train that we would go to Borough Market and get some food there and have a look around. It was really exciting. They had such an interesting and wide selection of different breads. There were so many nice looking like cakes and desserts and pastries. They actually had this kind of gross looking fish counter. It was really cool. Some of them were actually sourced from Dorset. We asked and they were sourced from Poole Harbour. They had a really nice greengrocers there. It was so bright and colourful. I loved looking at everything that they had. Literally, you cannot find this much variety where we live, so it's really cool to look around and see what London has to offer. And oh my god, they call them donut peaches. Mad props to Borough Market for that. I bought this tea and it was a pineapple green tea and I can confirm as I'm recording this that it is very, very good with honey. Dorothy showed me this really cool spice counter and just, oh my god, look at the variety. You can't get this in Dorset. It's just so cool to see this much stuff. Like, are you kidding? Like, just fruit powder? Had, like, turmeric and rose petals and just all of these things. Like, how do you even source that? The thing that really shocked me was bee pollen. Excuse me, bee pollen? Like, that's crazy. Anyway, for lunch, I got these really nice fish tacos that had pico de gallo and coleslaw. Dorothy went to a different stall and got this rice bowl, and it was really, really good. Really fun time. I am very much in indefinite mourning for Newsies. I got this shirt from T-Shirtsies, and oh my god, they're so cute, and I want to get more. But I believe their shop closes on August 30th. If there is a 31st of this month, then it's 31st. Just the end of August, I think they're closing their shop, so I'm gonna get more when I can, but oh my god, it's so adorable! But yes, I'm really sad that Newsies closed. However, they did say see you next year, so, you know, keeping my hopes up. Anyway, Newsies is not what we're here to talk about, even though I am wearing my mourning clothes for it. No, we are here to talk about mainly Operation Mincemeat and how much I enjoyed it so much. But I'm also going to show you some stuff that I got from Book of Mormon, a few little bits and pieces, and give you a little update on the cast situation for the Book of Mormon. So I'll start with the Book of Mormon stuff because, you know, it's the shortest part of all of this, or should be. So basically, Dom Simpson, who plays Elder Price, announced on his Instagram the other day that he will be stepping down from the role as Elder Price at the Prince of Wales Theatre on the 26th of August. And this is 2023. He's not announcing it for next year, he's leaving this year in less than a month. Which I was really sad about, because, you know, it's a little bit weird that he's not leaving on the 30th of September with everyone else, but I don't know. Anyway, I have a Mormon trip planned for the 18th of August, the little cheeky Friday matinee. And, you know, I wanted to get him something, you know, just a little gift to say thank you and goodbye and all of that. So I did it as one of my prints, but I framed it because it's a bit more special, it's a bit more of a special one, and obviously there's only going to be one copy. I'm not going to be a twat and ask him to sign my version, because that just seems a bit weird. I want it to be his own thing and his own little piece that I've made for him as a goodbye. So I drew the airport scene. I don't know how well you can really see it in the reflection of everything, but I drew the airport scene. Instead of "you've done an awesome job, Kevin," I wrote "you've done an awesome job, Dom." And yeah, I just think it's really sweet. And I did this kind of last minute because he announced it quite last minute, but what the hell. Now I realise that I'm going to a matinee and Dom doesn't usually leave stage door between matinees and evenings. However, I did message him just out of the blue saying, hey, I've got this present for you, I'm really upset that you're leaving. You know, if you could see what you could do to properly receive it, then that's cool. And he said, yeah, if I just, you know, remind him on the day, obviously, because he's not going to remember in like 2 weeks' time. However, you know, I'm really hoping that I can give it to him in person because he deserves it. He deserves the absolute world. I also don't know if I showed you what I'm doing for Stevie. I painted his dog on this canvas, his dog Henry. It's so cute. I glossed it so it wouldn't get damaged or anything. But this is what I'm giving Stevie on the 30th. I don't really know what I'm doing for Oliver or Leanne yet, and it's getting closer, so I need to really start thinking about it. I was thinking about giving Oliver his own Cunningham print because, you know, I haven't done one for him yet, so, you know, make him feel included, but yeah, I'm not too sure. And closing it out, I got some more signage on my Book of Mormon. I got George Lascelles, Joseph Davenport, if I can find him. I think it's that one there, Joseph Davenport. And Tad at the bottom there. And I also got some pictures with these three. They're lovely chaps as always. And yeah, that's all I have to say right now about the Book of Mormon. Now we get to talk about Operation Mincemeat, which might now be like my second favourite show in the West End right now. Maybe Back to the Future takes that spot, but I'm not too sure yet. But this one is so good. By the interval, I was like, I'm going back. Like, I really want to see it again. And I will be seeing it again. So yeah, overall, it was such a fun show. And it had so much comedy in it, but sometimes when they shifted to a more serious topic and made it a bit more sad, the transitions were so smooth and the sad moments didn't feel out of place with the funny moments and vice versa. So I think it was really strong in that sense, and I also really liked that it was just a group of 5 people playing all of these characters, because they really showed their talents with being able to go from one character to another really quickly. So it kind of reminded me of like Come From Away in that sense. Like they're telling a really important historical story, and I know Come From Away isn't a comedy necessarily. I mean, it has funny bits, but it's not a comedy. But you know, they're same in the sense that it's a small group of people telling this really big story, which is so clever, and I loved it. They all had the same base costumes on, I noticed, and these base costumes were sort of their main character roles. For example, Monty was the main character, and then we have Hester and all of the others. So yeah, it was really clever in the way that they did the costumes. They all had a base, and then, you know, when they needed to change to a different character, they added like a hat or something or a jacket. So it was really, really smooth and quick. There wasn't any massive costume changes, but like I didn't mind that because like it's so hard to quick change that these people are just so talented. I did also learn while I was there that they're actually a small comedy group that wrote this, and that is incredible, and I appreciate them so much more for that. Like that is hard to do, and it kind of reminds me of like the Horrible Histories gang who also wrote BBT Ghosts. Kind of gives me that kind of vibe. It also did kind of give me a Horrible Histories vibe, but way more adult and way more funny. Like it was just so funny. But by that point in the evening I was already losing my voice, so it was really hard to like laugh and cheer and appreciate this show as much as I wanted to, but it was so good. We did have 2 understudies on, so it looks like the understudies that we did have were Jerry Allen, who did amazingly. Her facial expressions and just everything was so good from her. And then we also had Holly Sumpton as an understudy as well, who was really good. She was also really good at playing the emotional parts of it as well, which was just amazing. Speaking of the emotional parts, Jack Malone's main role in the show is Hester, who is this older woman who works in the War Office, and, you know, she's a very mature figure. She has funny moments, but that's mainly due to her reactions to other characters, so she's quite a reserved, yeah, as I said, mature character compared to the others. Now, she has a song in the show which made me cry, and it's when they're trying to, you know, make this body seem real, like a real person. So they decide that they're going to write a love letter from whoever he had at home, because, you know, in the war that was a common thing for soldiers to be carrying letters from loved ones. So we have 2 characters sort of trying to write a love letter, but they're not quite there, and Hester overhears them, and you know, she's already been through 1 world war, and it seems like she wrote a letter to someone she deeply cared about who passed away in World War One. And she has this whole song where she sort of relives one of the letters that she sent him, and it is so emotional. And it's such a long song as well, but even when I was sat there, I didn't think about that. Like, it didn't cross my mind, like, oh, this has gone on for way too long. Like, it was so natural in the moment, and he did such a good job at bringing that emotion to the character. So props to him. Some of the other characters I liked that Jack also portrayed was Spilsbury, the shifty mortician. So yeah, overall Jack was just really talented. I loved every second that I watched him. And yeah, he was the one that brought the strong emotion to the show, and I think that is important. Like, yes, you can have a comedy show, but I feel like you need sad bits to sort of balance it, otherwise it just becomes irritating, if that makes sense. Now, to battle Hester's performance by Jack, we have David Cumming, who played Charles mainly in the show, and he was just the silliest, goofiest, awkwardest character in the entire thing. He was really funny, and it was a really good contrast to have him in scenes with Hester, especially before she sings her song, because he is also trying to make up this love letter, and it's quite stupid and a bit like sort of Romeo and Juliet style. Like, it's a lot of poetry, a lot of sing-song, you know, and it's not really from the heart, and that's what Hester shows them. But yeah, he was really good at playing the silly, goofy, awkward character, but he was also a very intelligent character, and he did show that through his acting, which was really fun. I loved his performance of the song Dead in the Water. It was so funny. He was just incredible and really entertaining. The last person I want to talk about is Natasha Hodgson. I don't know if I'm pronouncing her last name right, I might be getting it totally wrong, but she played the role of Monty. And, you know, she played him so well. She does a really good voice for him, and it's so strong and powerful, and you can really tell that he is the authority in the room. She had this really great presence about her. and she was so like, she was funny, but I feel like it was the sense that the character didn't realise how ridiculous they were being. Like, he was very proud and witty, but also, like, deep down, he was just really silly and stupid and just everything. And it was so, so, so good. Yeah, so she did a great performance in that role. So yeah, those were the highlights for Operation Mincemeat. I will definitely be back at the Fortune Theatre to see this production. Next up is a Back to the Future trip, which is actually my brother's birthday present that I bought him all the way back in March. We're finally going this Thursday on the 10th of August. And I am dressing up as Marty McFly. I actually have a more screen accurate cosplay now, and I'm so excited to wear it. We're also sitting in the stalls, which I'm so excited about, like, genuinely. I can't imagine experiencing the show in the stalls, so, like, that's going to be really exciting. And we're also hoping to hit up the Natural History Museum. We are going very early in the morning, and we will arrive to London before the museum opens, so hopefully we won't have to wait in a really long queue to get in, because, like, you saw how bad it was when I went with Dorothy. So we're really hoping to go because he's really interested in that sort of stuff. So it's going to be a really fun day. And it's also kind of the first time he's been to London. And I say that loosely because he's been to London before, but when he was like 4 years old. So this is like his proper London experience, and I really want to make it special for him. So stay tuned for all of that. And yeah, I'll see you next time when I'm at Back to the Future with my brother.